And then it's... Vivi, quiet down please! What I really love about this is it's really long. Alright, so hi guys, it's Casey here and welcome back to this channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below with the little bell to get you notified every time I upload. So for this week's video, it's all about a review of a product, and it's also my very first wig. Alright, so let's proceed with the content of this video and let's get it on. So first I want to talk about advantages of it. Of course, like I wouldn't get this type of product or this wig if I wouldn't have the advantage for it at all. Like no wasting money. So first, it gives your hair a break. Like, you know those times that you really want to look glamorous, so you curl them a lot, you straighten them a lot, you dye them a lot and bleach them, but with this type of wigs, like you don't have to mess around with your hair anymore because you just have to pop it in your head and then you have a completely different look. In some certain way, it also helps you to protect your hair because you don't need to dye your hair, bleach your hair, curl it, and also straighten it and blow dry it all the time, which is one of the reasons why your hair gets damaged. Plus, the products that you put into your hair every time you do those things. Some ways they tell you that it helps your hair, but you'll never know the chemicals that is also with those products. Second thing is it can conceal any hair issues that you have. For me, what I have experienced is I had so much hair loss. Like it came to the point where I had like small bald spots right here, so I don't know what to do at that time. It hides those imperfections that you have with your hair, especially like I mentioned, if you had like certain spots where it is already bald, or like you had so much hair loss or like imperfections on your hair, you can use that to cover it. And also the third one is what I really love is there is no commitment to it. Like you have those days like you want to cut your hair because you think you really look good on those like short hair or like side bangs or whatever that you want with your hair, and then at the end of the day you kind of regret it, like why did you do that, because you don't like it at all, and then you have to wait for how many weeks and months for it to grow again for you to style it again. So with the wig you can just style it the way you want and there's no commitment. Even if you ruined it, for example, like you really don't have to worry because you still have your real hair. And since you don't need to have any commitment with those type of things, like you can use like a very big voluminous hair during like parties, and then the next day you're too lazy, you can just like pop a bun with your real hair. And then the next few occasions you want to like rock up your look or anything like that, you can definitely just change the way you look. Like, you know what they say, a woman's crown is their hair. So, and when you're using wigs, like you'll never had a bad hair day. You know why? Because those wigs were made for you to have like flawless hair, the hair that you really want, and they are already placed on how they should really look like. Like you can see them on mannequins, their hair was already like styled and everything. So you don't need to go to a parlor just to style your hair for a day when you have a wig, and then you can just pop it on and then you can go somewhere you like, and then when you come home you can just take it off and like brush it a little bit, or like you don't, some wigs you don't really have to brush them because they are already tangled free, so you just have to stroke them with your fingers to fix the style and everything, and it lasts for a few months. The very most important advantage that I discovered with them is you can save money. Like, you would probably be asking, how would you be saving money? Because you have to buy this, you have to invest in this. You know why? Because you don't have to go to parlors a lot of time to cut your hair, to dye your hair, to bleach your hair. Because if you had this certain wig with a really good quality, you can just use that if you want. Like, you know, like parlors are also, or salon spas are also expensive. Like you go there, you just have a little trim and they charge you like $25 to $50, like just a cut of hair. So with the wig it already looks so perfect. Like you just have to style the way you want. You can even cut them the way you want and it's free. You don't have to like pay anything because you're doing your own style. And sometimes when you go to a parlor and then they cut your hair and style your hair, and then there are some times that you tell them this is what you want, and they tell you that okay, they got it, and then when you came out from the salon it's not really what you wanted. So with the wig you can style it with yourself and you can really see the outcome by yourself. You don't have to regret anything. So now let's move on to the actual product. So I got my first 2 wigs and I will show them to you. So I haven't really found a great storage for them for now, but I'll definitely find a space for them soon. But this is the first one. So the wig that I got is from the brand It's a Wig. Yeah, that's the name. It's a Wig. And then the type of this wig is lace front. They have different types of wigs, but this particular wigs that I got is lace front. At first I didn't get why they called it a lace front, but when I tried playing along with it, I discovered why. They called it lace front because the front of the wig where you can show it around your forehead, it's an actual lace, like, so that's how it can cover like the texture of hair, and that is how it is easier for you to blend your real hair with the wig itself, because your hair can get caught into this lace and they still look so natural. You can see that the lace is only in the front, but if you see in the inside, it's the normal thing that a wig would have. And what I also like is it has stretchable bands on the side and also around this area, which will be easier for you to fit it on your head. With these wigs, I also had this like head cup from them. You put it around your head so that it can conceal your hair if you really want it to look so clean. So I got the one in black, but usually you can also use the one in nude because they also had a nude color so that it can like act as your scalp. But for this one I got the black one here and put them into place, and that way your wig can really hang on into your hair. But for me, what I'm more comfortable at is when I don't use this one. I just want it to sit into my hair, but of course before I do that I should really like brush my hair and fix the hair that I want. And when I put these wigs onto my head, I make sure that I let these little strands or like piece of hair into the front, just let it flow from there, so that when I put them here, definitely, and then I will just mix those hair into the wig so that it will really look more natural. So this very first wig is, as you can see, is really long and it's a little bit curly, and it has like a natural beach wave style on this one, and it almost matches my hair color, like my real hair. Oh, my real hair is black of course, but my hair right now is like the color of the highlights of this hair, so it's not too far away from my hair because I still want to blend my real hair with this one, and what happened is it just looks like a highlight. So the style of this wig is lace Broadway, and the color is LX3347. So they also had different colors. I will definitely link the website down below so that you guys can definitely see and if you're interested. Then they had different types of hair as well. They had synthetic hair. They also had human hair, which is really expensive. So what I like about this wig is it's in Futura fiber, which is really iron friendly, so I can style them the way I want. I can straighten them if I want to, and it doesn't really damage it, but of course don't do it so much. These wigs are tangle free, like that's what I really love, so that every time you can just comb your hair using your fingers and it also goes into place, and that's what I love about it. Even if this is iron friendly, please take note that just remember you can hit this up from 350 to 450 Fahrenheit. So in that way you wouldn't really damage it, but over that it's no. So I bought these wigs in Cotton Age area here in Montreal. If you're also here in Montreal and you're interested, I bought it from there. And I bought this for around $30 to $40. So if you're Canadian, just prepare like around 40 to 50 Canadian dollars and you can get one good wig from them. And what I really love with this hairstyle is it reminds me of Brave, like the Disney princess. So I love this hair, it reminds me of that instead. This one is just in like brunette or brown shade. And then the second wig that I got is this one. It's still the same brand, and this is actually what it looks like from here. Instead of this like reddish hair, it's more like dark brown hair. And this style is called the Swiss Lace Noël, and it's in the color M2 Forts. Still the same tangled free hair, same Futura fiber and the same lace front that they had from the other one that I showed you. Like everything is the same from what I reviewed from the first week. The only difference is the style. So with this one, it has this thing where it maintains the curl of the hair. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I think you may see it in the camera as really black, but in reality it's like dark mocha or dark brown hair. I didn't really want to get like a very dark hair because that's already my natural color, so I wanted to change things a bit. This one is also a really long curled hair. So with this one, you can see how voluminous the curls are. It's actually almost the same as with the picture that I showed you. I love how it curls, and then the lady at the store told me like in the long term the curls will loosen up a bit, but she said that I don't really have to worry about it because the way it loosens it, it makes it a more natural curly hair. So let us take a look. They said that this kind of wig will last for like 6 months or a year, depends on how you use it. So I don't really recommend these wigs to be used during like days which are snowy and like raining because it might damage. So I think the disadvantages of those wigs, or like I'm speaking with wigs in general, is at first they might be very uncomfortable for you, especially if it's your first time to use it, but it actually really depends on how they build the wig, what are the materials in it, and how they like fit into your head. Because from the past, like I didn't use wig occasionally, but of course like school presentations and those times, like you can see there are some wigs that are really heavy and really uncomfortable. But it really depends on what type of wig it was. And some people say that, like for example, I had this wig, so if I use them like in a daily basis, I have to get used to it. But there are those wigs that no matter how you get used to it, if the materials itself are not really good, you won't really be comfortable with that. So what I really suggest before you buy those kind of So what I really suggest before you buy a wig is you can go to a store personally, and then you can ask the sales lady there if they had like a sample which you can see how it really looks inside or how it fits in your head, so that it would really be worth it, especially if you're going to use it on a daily basis. Alright guys, so that's everything. So I really hope that you like this video. My videos are kind of random, but I really hope you like it. So that's everything. I really hope that you guys like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you so much, and God bless you.